Working to see an end of malaria, you hear lots of stories, from mothers and children sleeping under bed nets to others missing work because they're sick. Today on Malaria Watch TV, we'll hear Elise's story and how she taught children in Africa and fought malaria in Tanzania.
Okay, my name's Elise Lang. I'm from Chevy Chase, Maryland, and I'm a student at Bates College in Maine. Well, I went in May of 2008, and I really wanted to take a trip that would take me beyond my comfort limits and bring me to a new place with a new culture and be able to integrate myself in that and participate and learn more about another culture. So I went to Tanzania and spent 1 month in Bagamoyo teaching second graders English and science. The children are so full of life, they have so much energy and they have so much to give, and they're happy all the time, no matter what their circumstances, no matter where they're living, and it was inspiring how much hope and imagination and creativity they had. Yeah, there would be days when kids just wouldn't show up for school, and the parents don't call the school, but we would just assume that they were sick. So they were sick for a few days, and they would come back after a few days, and they've missed a lot of class, so you have to catch them up, and then the next week 2 more kids are sick, and then you don't know how long they're going to be gone, and they come back. So it's really hard to keep them all at the same level and really help them all succeed when they're missing so much school. I always brought a bottle of water along with me everywhere I went to make sure I didn't get dehydrated. But I started to feel more lightheaded, more dizzy, really fatigued more than usual. And I just thought, oh, it must be the heat, must be because I'm not sleeping long enough or something. But then it kept going for a few days. I was too weak to walk. I didn't feel like going anywhere. I just wanted to sleep all day. So we drove to the hospital, and I sat in the waiting room, which is just an outside on benches, and went in to talk to the lady who's there. She sent me to go get a test. They pricked my finger, got a blood sample, and then sat back down, waited for the results, and turned out I had malaria. But I was waiting there, and these kids are in with their mothers or their fathers, and this one girl was like limply laying against her father's chest, and there was nothing I could do. Her eyes were closed. I just felt so bad because normally they're like running around and playing and dancing and singing. It was devastating to see her like that. And while these families live on $1 a day, the medication that I had was just over $9. And for me, that was no big deal. $9, that's like I don't know, that's not even lunch at a restaurant. They prescribed Armanzina combination therapy and ACT, and I took it that day, and even by the next day I was already feeling better. It only took a few days for me to feel almost completely back to normal, and it was amazing. And that's what they normally prescribe to a lot of the local Tanzanians, and it saves lives every day. It's an amazing treatment. The best way for us to fight it, I think, is to keep funding the malaria projects that are going on in Africa, and keep distributing the bed nets and the affordable drugs, and keep working on a vaccine even if it takes years from now, because it can really aid so many people in so many places.
Malaria Watch TV is a production of the Malaria Policy Center in Washington, D.C., a project of Malaria No More. For more information, visit our website at malariapolicycenter.org.